Hi, back again. Update on renovation, conversion, whatever, of a CASTLETON HL roamer. Last video that I posted, I was doing this area here, and as you can see, I'll just put these stupid horrible blinds up. Okay, so she's now all reboarded out all the way across. This has all been resealed and had new, I don't know what you call this tape, which I got 22 quid for 18 metres. So I'm going to replace all the windows. It was only 2 or 3 of them that had gone in the corners, but I just thought, well, I might as well just replace all of it all the way around. The area down here, that's been replaced in the corner, but the bottom beam, it looks rough, but I've treated it obviously because the water was coming in way up here in the corner, so all this has been replaced in this corner, as I showed in my last video, all the way down to this corner. But this area here, although the wood is black, is salvageable. So everything's been smothered in this over a few days and dried out, and now that's ready for putting the insulation back in and boarding back out. Then that area is completely done. Since my last video, we've discovered that in this area here, in the bathroom, the window frame was non-existent. Basically, what you're seeing on the floor is the wood. It's just, as you can see, yeah. So what I had to do was strip out the complete window frame and build basically a new window frame all the way around, which I've done, and now it's solid. This corner over here had to be completely replaced as well. Underneath here you can see the new wood, so I rebuilt a new area here. The beams that I'm using actually are a little bit thicker than the originals. This is the original beam, this is the beams that I'm putting in, but as you can see, she's lovely and solid. Put all new silicone round the window frame. It's just got the white tape to put in on that. What I wanted to show you is one of the problems that you can get with older vans. I don't know if you can see this on the video, I hope you can. Is think about the beam that's going across here, and this is obviously the outer van, and this is where she joins, yeah? You can actually see. Now, if I do that, yeah, you can see there's nothing, take that out, nothing holding that there at all. Now, this has been the problem all the way along the van. This area now has been done up to here. What it is the edging outside that runs all the way along here. Bearing in mind, I'm just 30 years old. The screws, it's quite funny actually, when you take the screws out, they're non-existent apart from the head, and actually some of them won't even come out. So what I've had to do is replace all the way along outside, and this is the last area. So basically where the actually, let's go outside and I'll show you. But from this point of view, you can actually physically see that's not joined to that. You know, it's just there. So if we go out outside, it's not a very nice day today. It's actually quite cold. So these areas, this here, so what you've got to do is unscrew that, take your black trim out of here, and this is not Well, I actually can do it here. It's not connected to the van. So I will take this off, silicone it, put some fresh screws in, which is what I've done up here, look. Yeah. And that will solve the problem, because that was the problem at the top. I think that's where the water was coming in. All this edge, as you can see, I've re-siliconed all the way down with Sikaflex. Also, we had water coming in through these vents, so I completely took these off and resealed them all the way around. Both of those have been done. This I may have to replace because it's just so brittle. Putting it back in may be a problem, but I mean, this is the original silicone. I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. I'm no expert, but this is what they've basically run along the top here. Obviously realised they've got a problem in the bathroom and thought this was the answer, but it's not. You know, it's, let me just pull this, oh, if I can. It's actually so old and brittle, it's unbelievable. And getting that back in ain't gonna happen. So that's being replaced all the way along. This is now, as you can see, it's not doing it all the way along. This is the last area to be done. You know, so I mean, if you're thinking of doing the type of thing that I'm doing, you know, don't cut corners. You know, running sealant along there is not going to solve your issue. You know, you've got to take this out and find out what the problem is underneath. Yes, it's, you know, it's more of a ball ache to do. The other thing that he did, as I don't know if you can see, is he thought that putting silicone around like that would stop the window leaking. Not. So this has had to come off. Underneath here is all nice fresh silicone, nice fresh screws. The actual rubber on the window was removed, and well, it was a new frame, to be fair. You know, but you know, don't silicone everything. It's not going to solve your problem. You know, if you're going to do it properly. Now, open the window. That is solid. You know, it's not going anywhere. There's no water going to be coming in. Any wood, I advise you to look at your wood. It's like this. You can see the staining on the wood here, and also you can see this on here. This has all been removed, and this wood is fine. It doesn't look fine, but check your wood. You know, don't replace what you don't have to. You know, if you think it's bad, take it out. If you think it can just be treated and you solve the problem of the water, then you can get away with it, okay? So that's what's been done here, all the way across. It's all been treated, but it's a solid steel piece of wood. Right, next thing is, there's an issue here on the toilet, all the way down. I could actually see daylight out through here, so that's been sorted, and I put a layer of silicone in there last night, which is now dried, and I will again put some more silicone once I've boarded. The other issue was, obviously, as I showed you, the vents outside. Now, we're keeping the Caravan, we're not going to sell it, so it's not going to be used as a shower. It's just as a toilet and sink. I mean, your sites today, all your shower facilities are on them. So, what I've decided to do is, I'm going to keep the vent up there. But this one down here, I've decided I'm going to get rid of. So I'm going to completely board over it. You can see how dark this wood is here. Yeah, so it's obviously been leaking in here and causing a problem. Now, as you can see from outside, I've re-siliconed it all. But what I've done now is I've siliconed inside, and I say silicone, I keep saying silicone, it's Sikaflex. And I'm not going to have a vent here. This wood here looks terrible, but it's a solid piece of wood. So everything's been treated all the way up, all this whole area, and she's ready for boarding out now. Once I've done that, it looks like a jigsaw puzzle. It looks untidy maybe to some people. I'm trying to show that you can do it on a budget, but do it properly. I'm trying to save obviously all the insulation as best I can and put it back, and as you can see, that's what I've done. Do yourself a favour when you try and take the wood off. I think I've said this before, it is hard to get the old stuff off, you know. We're talking 30 years it's been stuck on. Try as best you can to keep what you can. Now, as you can see, this corner, which goes in there like that, I've tried to keep the shape of it. So now when I cut my wood, I'll bring it up to the window. Now the window, I have actually built a frame. I mean, the weather's been horrendous, so I had to build the new frame just so that I could get the rubber back on, so I could get the window closed. So now the new wood will butt up to where I've done. But do yourself a favour, try and keep as best you can, especially areas like that, you know, that have got shape. So that now this I will lay on a piece of wood and cut out a new piece for there. Once that's done, once it's all boarded out, I'm gonna swap where the light goes. This has all got to come off, and it's going to be wallpapered, and job's a good one. I'm not taking the shower out, it is here, and it's all functional. We've just decided, you know, that we're not going to use it as a shower. But that's where I am up to date at the moment. All the doors, I haven't got those in here at the moment. They've all been sanded down. What a load of paint. You know, again, guys, do yourself a favour. If you're going to paint your van, you know, do it properly. Don't hand paint it with a paintbrush. Use rollers. I don't know if you can see in this video, but it's just paint after paint after paint. I can physically, as I've done here, scrape it with a scraper and it comes off. You know, just do it properly. And the finish on your van, hopefully, will be a lot better. Another thing I'd say is try and use a local wood merchant. So far I spent £27 on obviously sheets of that. I always keep a little bit just in case I need them, and also the thicker tight battens that I've been using. 27 quid, and I've just been down and bought actually another board for the bathroom, which is another £4.50. So far, quite a cheap job. Not easy, but I've actually loved it. It's just like a massive jigsaw puzzle, and the result, hopefully at the end, will be a nice, cosy, warm van. Right, that's it for now. If you like my videos, please press like. If you'd like to subscribe, please subscribe. I will be putting more videos on as and when I get, you know, more work done. But hopefully this is going to help people and think, you know, don't look at it and think, oh my god, you know, it's a jigsaw puzzle, and it's stage by stage. You know, if you're not sure, ask somebody. If you know, want to look at YouTube videos on people that have done it like myself, it will help you decide whether you think that it's something that you can tackle. These are quite a major job, to be fair, especially this one. It wasn't one that we expected. We thought it was just that area over there, but hey, it's been done, and hopefully by the end of the day it'll look as good as new and ready for wallpapering. So take care, and I'll speak to you soon.